If you build it, cliches will come. Escape the Field is streaming on Peacock and is written and directed by Emerson Moore in his feature film debut. Also written by Sean Wathan and Joshua Dopkin. And the stars Jordan Claire Robbins, Theo Rossi, Shane West, Elena Watko, Julian Feder, and Taraya Shafir. If I mispronounce that last name, I do apologize. And they star as 6 people who wake up in an endless cornfield, each with a particular item. They don't understand how they got there. They're like, this is not my beautiful house. This is not my beautiful wife. My God, what have I done? And as the days go by, they have to continue to figure out how to get out of this endless cornfield. And they each have a backstory that is told in a very limited fashion. And basically, if you've seen Cube or any other particular movie where people are trapped in a place and they don't understand how they got there, congratulations, you've seen Escape the Field. And they have to figure out how to get out of there. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much the whole goddamn movie. In fact, there really isn't much to this. Now, the concept isn't necessarily bad. It's definitely not wholly original. But if you have the cast doing some good shit, then you can at least extend this meager plot such as it is. Unfortunately, even though the actors try, it isn't very good. Also, Jordan Claire Robbins plays a character called Sam. So not only did she get trapped in an endless cornfield, but you made the goddamn pants too long. I can't help but make that reference every goddamn time there is a character with the name of Sam in a movie. Shane West has been in a lot of shit lately. He's not a bad actor. It just seems like they're just throwing him in whatever. And hey, if he's getting work, he's getting money, that's great. Lionsgate helped produce this along with about 12,000 other companies. Seriously, like associate producers, all that. It's insane. And apparently this movie was one of the first that was greenlit after the pandemic because it had a limited cast and they were able to socially distance and do all that and everything. And yeah, pretty much you have a movie, and they have to figure out this stuff, and maybe there's weird puzzly stuff going on. They have to figure out certain things as how they got there, what's going on, what is happening with this cornfield, and is it actually a cornfield, or is there something more amazing about it? Okay, that's a terrible pun. Also, there's something that is seemingly hunting them. Something, someone, who the hell actually knows? That'll come up in spoilers. Not the spoilers actually matter, but yeah, people eventually get picked off. There's a few left. And then we get a possible sequel. Hook! This isn't very good. In fact, not very good would be putting it mildly. 3 people fucking writing this movie is a little bit troubling. I'm always for people getting work, but the fact that it took 3 people to write this, when, I hate to say it, if you basically were just halfway conscious and maybe just coming up off of a hangover, you probably could have come up with some idea that was similar to this. And it has a few ideas, but nothing is original. Everything feels like just smoothed out. All the edges are taken off. And anything that could have been interesting is just immediately hammered out into the flattest, most generic, form possible. And the characters just aren't very interesting. I mean, I'm sorry, even though the actors try, they're not very interesting. There's not a lot to this, and it continues to stumble repeatedly. And then it just falls down a goddamn hill, which is weird because it's a flat cornfield. Had there been hills, maybe we would have gone down the hills and come from the mountains above. And if you just close your eyes, and yeah, I completely ruined that Bastille song, but let's just get to the spoilers. It's on Peacock. Check it out if you want. Maybe you'll enjoy it. I mean, I don't expect that much from movies with this type of description, but this wasn't very good. In fact, I pretty much hated it. 3, 2, 1, and spoilers. Okay, so it turns out it's a government thing. That's pretty much what it is. Also, the person or the something that is hunting them is actually a creature that is human that has been turned evil by a needle full of stuff that is fired from one of the various scarecrows that look like mannequins, and that's pretty much it. You could learn a lot from it, dummy. Buckle up. Also, Shane West's character left his troop to die in Afghanistan after leading him into an ambush. Sam, who, besides making the pants too long, is also a doctor. And then there's Cameron, Taraya's character, who's like, Velma, get her glasses. She can't see without her glasses. Still need to retro review My Girl at some point. And other than that, there's not much to it. I mean, there's really not. And it, much like, Cube at least had a little ingenuity, even though it wasn't great. It also had the benefit of coming out 25 fucking years ago. This just feels painfully, just smoothed out and just generic. It's not really very good. And once it becomes obvious why they have these particular items, or certain things are going to lead them to, oh, this and this and this, or ways to get out. They use this compass to turn on this water spigot that just happens to be there. No question about how the water spigot got there. And one of the Scarecrows fires something out that turns Shane West's character evil. Makes him all bloodshot and everything, and he gets all rageful. And the character, or the thing that's hunting them, actually turns out to be somebody from a previous experiment that has gone absolutely feral and insane and is killing people. Why? Because that's what it fucking does. There aren't a lot of explanations for all this shit going on. Not that it takes that much to figure out. Eventually, Sam, making the pants too long, and Tyler, Theo Rossi's character, are the only two seemingly left. They manage to get a little bit further into the maze, and they get to this one particular machine where they gotta turn on switches, but they need the bullet from the gun that Sam had, and they need the knife that Cameron had. Oh no. Oh no. Cameron's still out in the field. So, Sam goes out to get her, and Cameron had accidentally stabbed Ethan. Not meaning to, but she couldn't see without her glasses, and the knife was in Ethan. So, Sam runs into Shane West's character. He says, I'm covered in mud because I'm hunting this thing. Well, actually, he didn't say that, but he might as well have. Also, there's this little floor trap with a bunch of pokey sticks coming up, like we're back in Vietnam for no goddamn reason. And he attacks this creature, does this, falls into the trap, and the creature's trying to hunt Sam. But, aha, he got distracted by her long pants. She gets back there to that particular machine, and her and Tyler, who's at near death because he's been stabbed repeatedly, bullet, knife, switches, and oh no, the machine shuts down. No, we had such a chance to get out of here. And then Sam ends up killing the creature, or the guy, by setting him on fire because she had matches, because that's what Tyler had. And then there you go. Then a bunch of gas mask people show up and they say, get her ready for phase 2. Get all survivors ready for phase 2. What's phase 2? We don't know. We go to fucking phase 1. Cameron's trying to warn everybody like a previous person tried to warn them, and then Ryan, Shane West's character, kills her. There you go. F. It's an F. Terrible. I hope that everybody goes on to do better things, but this movie was just not very good. Agree, disagree, what I said, like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Recklin. I'll see you soon.